Okay, stay standing. You want to have your feet hip width apart, toes are pointing forward. So generally when I stand, I want to stand strong, as if you're rooting yourself into the ground. If you look down at your big toes are 12 o'clock position. Okay, you want to imagine that you have a something precious, a pencil between your bum cheeks, and you want to squeeze your bum. Draw your spine up tall as you keep your hand down onto your rib cage. So this is a nice standing posture. You want to focus on, I show you side view. You want to focus not on arching your back like this, but you want to squeeze your bum and you want to suck the belly button upwards. So you feel as if you're trying to neutralize the spine. So there's a bit of effort going on even in this normal standing posture. And I want you to try to remember this throughout the entire session. Belly button pulls upwards and your bum squeezes downwards. Okay? So from here in this position, your hands are just relaxed. Roll the shoulders a couple of more times. Okay, as you keep the nice standing position, start to release your hands down to the ground, shake out your shoulders if you need to. Next inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling as if you're carrying a big ball above you. Have your arms slightly wider and shoulder width apart. You want to focus on trying to have your elbows straight over here. When you inhale, I want you to squeeze your bum and reach your hands up even higher. And as you exhale, I want you to soften your knees, push your bum back, and forward fold down to the ground. We're going to do a couple of times like this. Inhale, roll yourself up of a couple of nice rounds. Keep reaching all the way up. Exhale, soften knees, bum back all the way down. Allow the lower back to stretch. I will slow it down later. Inhale, reach your hands up to the ceiling. Allow yourself to keep squeezing, keep reaching your hands all the way up. Feel the stretch along the sides of your body. Exhale, soften knees, fold down to the ground. One last time. Inhale, roll yourself up, reach your hands up as though we can touch the ceiling. This time around, you can actually touch the ceiling by tiptoeing and squeeze the bum. Tiptoe over here, stay. You want to look forward and focus in this position. As you tiptoe, I want you to squeeze your bum. Press more onto the big toe side of your feet. Okay? Keep your hands up there. Slowly lower heels down. 4 more times. Inhale, heels up. Squeeze the bum. Exhale, heels down. Number 3, inhale, heels up. Exhale, heels down. Number 4, inhale, heels up. Press more into the big toe side, not the little toe side. And slowly lower down. Last one, inhale, heels up, over here, stay for 5. For 4, keep reaching your hands up. For 3, power up your calf muscles. For 2, don't give up on me. And 1, heels down to the ground. Shake it out, your legs over here. And soften your knees, fall down towards the ground. Now you can slow it down. Breathe in this position. So now that your feet are grounded down into the ground and you have an idea of how it feels like to stay onto your toes, shift your weight forward over to your toes and just hug opposite elbows, using the force of your elbows to pull yourself lower down to the mat. Okay, you're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So in this position, I want you to feel your knees are soft, your elbows are heavy, and you can just sway from side to side. When you sway from side to side, you're going to feel that the lower back is slowly releasing. There's a lot of tightness at the back of the thighs, which are hamstrings, absolutely normal. And just take it in as you just allow yourself to feel the stretch in your hamstrings and the squeeze in your belly and your hip flexors, and the stretch in the lower back. So as you go down lower and lower, maybe over time as you breathe, you can go even lower. Slowly look down at the floor, release the fingertips down to the floor. Hands onto your shin bones or onto the floor, your choice. Roll the shoulders back and lift up halfway, looking forward. You want to focus on trying to drag your hands backwards or pushing your hands backwards in this halfway up. Exhale, soften knees forward, fold down to the ground. Hands down to the ground, walk your way back into your tabletop pose. Tabletop pose is for me to stretch out your wrists. So as you place your hands down onto the floor, hands are below the shoulders. Again, look at your index fingers. Your hands are spread wide apart, yeah? Not closing your fingers in. Your index finger, second finger is generally pointing towards the 12 o'clock position. Okay, so most of you will have your palms turned out very slightly over here. This is a good position to have, so you give your shoulders a nice break. You do not round your shoulders too much. And I want you to start to draw slow circles with your shoulders clockwise. Take your time, feel the pressure coming onto your knuckles. 3 rounds clockwise. Take your time, really slow it down. Press into your fingers, watch your fingertips turn white. Reverse the direction, anti-clockwise. So you start to feel that the weight is transferring from the outside to the inside of your hands. And you're going to start to feel how your wrist feels a little bit in this position, taking some weight feeling some sensation of pressure or gravity onto your hands. Come to the stillness in this position. Knees are below the hips. Couple of spine stretches. Inhale, arching your back, looking forward, coming to your cow spine pose, focusing on trying to curl your spine a little bit more. Exhale, push away from the ground as you push, 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 tucking your chin in, finding the stretch in the cat spine. Inhale, arching into your cow spine pose, focusing on trying to roll the shoulders back, really look forward. Very nice. Exhale, round into your cat spine, chin tucks in, push away from the shoulders. Yep. Last one, inhale, arching into your cat spine as you try to really pull the shoulders back. Exhale into the cat spine pose. Now, in your cat spine pose, look down in between your thumbs, okay? And you're gonna start to push even harder away from the ground. Shift your gaze towards the front of the mat as you gaze down, but keeping your cat spine as you suck the belly button in, pushing hard away from the ground. Stay. Tuck your toes in, okay? In the next inhale, lift your kneecaps up 1 inch off the ground. Stay for 5. For 4, feel that your shoulders are taking all the weight. For 2, and 1, keeping your knees off, bump back to your heels, stretch it out, push into your hands a little bit more, look down towards the mat in between your elbows or your knees. Hold. 3, 2, 1, roll forward, floating tabletop, knees still off. 5, 4, 3, if you're tired, knees down to the ground, otherwise stay. 2, 1, last one, push back, floating child's pose. If you're tired, knees down to the ground, otherwise knees off. Stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, straighten your knees, let your bum go up, look down towards the floor, let your chest go down, downward facing dog, shake out the knees. If downward dog is too tough for you, you can go into plank or a higher down dog by lifting your head forward a little bit more, but most of you should be able to drop your head all the way down. Looking back at your feet, and then very slowly come to a stillness, walk your way forward to the top of the mat, coming into your forward fold. Allow yourself to exhale, forward fold, belly button over thighs. Press into your toes, inhale, roll yourself all the way to standing. Hands reaching all the way up to the ceiling. Exhale, drop your hands down and swing it up. Good. Stay standing, looking at the video cam or rather at your screen, wherever it is. Inhale, reach your hands up. Feet are still hip width apart. Good. Exhale, lower right hand down by the hips. Press your right hand down close to the hip. Inhale, reach the left hand higher. You're going to slide the right hand down. Exhale, slide it down as you squeeze your bum a little bit more. And try to find a nice stretch as you make your top elbow straight. Inhale, slide back up 2 more times. Exhale, slide it down a little bit more. Stay. Good. Last one. Inhale, slide back up. I want you to squeeze the bum a little bit more. Exhale, slide it down. As you slide it down, right hand presses against the thighs. Left hand reaches higher. Take a good stretch over here. Hold. Maybe you have the option of looking up towards the ceiling as you straighten the top elbow. Hold it there. Press into your right hand, slide back up, reach both hands up. Exhale, hands to the center of your chest. Separate your elbows. Press your palms against each other so you feel the tension radiating between your shoulders and your chest. The other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the left palm by your thigh. Your left arm has to press against the thigh for good stability. Inhale, right hand goes up. Exhale, slide it down. Remember how your standing posture was like? You have to suck the belly button in. Inhale, rise back up. Same, adopt the same posture. Scoop your belly button. Suck the belly button up. Squeeze the bum. Exhale, slide down. Very good. Inhale, slide back up. Exhale, slide it down. You're going to hold here. You're going to press your left hand against your thigh. Straighten the top right elbow to develop a more deeper stretch. Maybe look up at the top elbow for 3, for 2, and 1. Slide yourself back up. Reach both hands up. And exhale, soften your knees. Push your bum back and fold over the thighs. Each time you fold over thighs, you want to feel that you're really heavy onto your hands. And your head is the heaviest part of your body. Shift the weight over to your toes a little bit more as you try to straighten your knees just a little bit more here. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to your ground. Walk your way back into your tabletop pose again. In your tabletop pose, you're going to arch your back as you look forward. Focus on squeezing your arms in close to your body. So from the front view, you want to squeeze your arms in close to your body. Okay, when you bend, you also bend with your elbows close to your body, okay? And as you exhale, lower your chest and your chin as low as you can. Keep squeezing your arms in by your body. Don't let your elbows go out. Good. Point your toes back. Glide onto your belly button. Stay with your hands and your chest in line with your chest. Look forward, roll the shoulders back. I want you to push into your hands, lift up halfway, baby cobra, but you want to roll the shoulders back and imagine dragging your palms towards the back of the mat. Exhale, lower down. Do not move at all. You're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale, roll, really roll the shoulders back, pull the elbows back. Exhale, lift. As you lift, you want to push into your hands and pull the elbows back 90-degree bend into the elbows. Do not straighten at all. Exhale, lower down. Last round. Inhale, roll it and lift up. When you lift up, squeeze your legs together, drag the palms back. When you lift up, you can also choose to come out onto your fingertips, pull the elbows back. Okay, for 3, for 2, and 1, lower all the way down. Relax, hands down below your head and press your forehead down onto your hands. Good. This time around, if you need to see what I'm doing, you just need to straighten your knees and squeeze the bum. Okay, we're going to do lower back lifts. Okay, from here, we're going to start to push our hands down into the ground, lift our entire thighs off the ground. 3, 2, 1, down. You have 2 more times, everyone. Squeeze the bum, press into your hands, lift. Thighs off the ground, even groin or crotch, pelvic bone off the ground. 3, 2, 1, down. Last one, let's go and lift. Squeeze the bum, super tough, super straight, super strong thighs. 3, 2, 1, down. Good. Tuck your toes in. Hands at your chest level below the shoulders. Look forward. I want you to squeeze your armpits in close. You're going to suck the belly button to create a gap between the floor and your belly button. Then from here, you're not going to glide up. You're going to push straight up to your knees. One straight plank like here. Let's go. Very nice. Downward facing dog as you tuck your toes in and push back. Downward facing dog. Good. In downward facing dog, your feet are hip width apart. Next, inhale, lift your heels really high up. Okay. From here, I want you to swivel both heels down to the right. Stay. Look forward in between your thumbs. You will feel a twist along the side of your body. Stay. Option 1. Option 2, bend your knees and push your bum all the way back towards your heels. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Straighten knees. Join the rest of us. Come, bring your heels back up to center. Breathe over here. Exhale, left. Heel spin down over to the left side. Still looking forward in between your thumbs. Either stay here or bend your knees. Try to push yourself back into your into your heels. For 3, 2, 1. Straighten knees. Lift your heels back up to center. Walk your way forward towards the top of the mat again. Soften your knees forward, fold. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing, reaching the hands up. Nice. Exhale, palms to the center of the chest. All still there with me? Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. You can choose to rest your hands onto your chin bones or onto the floor, whatever works for you, as long as you feel the stretch at the back of the thighs, which are your hamstring muscles. Exhale, soften knees, forward fold. This time around, I want you to walk back into your tabletop pose. Stay. For those who have blocks, I want you to challenge yourself. You're going to grab 2 blocks and place the block on the second height behind your hands. So hands down on behind the blocks. Your wrists and your forearms are touching the blocks behind you. I'll give you time to set up. Go ahead and do so. All right. For here, you want to take time and use the block as a blockage for yourself over here. If you don't have block, don't worry, just follow the poses. For those with block, this is a way to make your practice a little bit more challenging. Okay, from here, ensure that your forearms do not shift back, tuck your toes in. Push away from your shoulders, get a strong shoulders over here. Next, inhale, lift your kneecaps up 1 inch off the floor. Good, holding for 3, you're not going to move for 2. Straighten right leg, step back, stay. Straighten left leg, step back, stay. This is your plank. Do not shift back, holding for 5. Push from your shoulders for 4. Holding that for 3, hanging there. For 2 and 1, knees down to the ground. Slowly get your way out of it. Shake it out. For those with blocks, you'll realize that it's a little bit tougher right now. Okay, as you shake it out over here. Now, those working with blocks, I want you to start to turn the blocks around and make sure they are this level. Second level, and shoulder width apart. Okay, from the front view, those working with blocks, those working without blocks, I'll tell you what to do. Those working with blocks, you're going to place your blocks in a way that when your hands are touching the back of the blocks, okay, my index fingers are here. Okay, from a side view, what you're going to do, let me just quickly demo because you will have a flow after this. From here, from the side view, my index fingers are touching the blocks. When I send my shoulders forward, I'm going to dip down and get the blocks to catch my shoulders. Okay, this is my blocks catching my shoulders. Then I'll learn how to grip the floor, and I'll learn how to push up from here. Okay, for those without blocks, you're just going to work without blocks, but you're going to learn how to watch your, maybe bring a bottle or tissue box behind you. Same thing as usual, just place a tissue box behind you and do the push up, making sure that you do not knock down the tissue box or the bottle, and push back up. Okay, this is a very powerful push up, so I want you to try your best, work with props that you have. Okay, so for those with blocks, this is your setup. The blocks can go onto the second height, or if it's too tough, highest height. Go ahead and set up, make sure they can catch your shoulders. Your index fingers must touch the block. For those without blocks, you're going to work with props behind your hands. Okay, I am giving you a total of 5 push-ups, and this is my, and you'll go according to my flow. Got it so far? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Great, cool. Okay, great. So getting ready, you're going to set yourself up, either the props behind your elbows, which is where I will show both, or the blocks in front of you. Okay, your knees are below your shoulders. All right, we're going to power our shoulders first, so toes tucked in first. Okay, ready? Go round your shoulders. You'll begin in plank first, so lift the knees off the ground for 3. Good. For 2, step back to plank. For those with props behind you, you realize that plank is a lot harder to stay. For 3, for 2, and 1. Now everyone, bring your knees back down onto the floor again. Look at the top of the mat. Okay, now round the shoulders, suck the belly button in, squeeze your core really tight. Take a breath as you inhale. Everyone, get ready for your first push-up. Exhale, lean forward and bend the elbows until the blocks catch your shoulders, or until you cannot. And everyone, push up. Very nice. Now it's your turn for 4 more rounds. You can take a break in between. I'm just going to watch the rest of you. All right, ready? Take a breath anytime you want to, and just go for it. The lowest push-up and push straight up. Very nice. Looks good, everyone. Take your time. So by having the props behind your elbows, if you have no blocks, it forces you to shift forward and keeping in your shoulders. Nice one, Kelly. Yep. Good one, Christy. Although I can see only above your elbows, but it's good stack. Okay, so you want to learn how to generate the strength from your shoulders. This is a proper push-up that you can work on. Okay, you might feel that, oh, my wrists are feeling sore. Absolutely fine, because you're taking a lot of weight in that. For guys, if you feel that you're really up for it, you can always go back into a full plank. And then when you're tired, just sit back, clench your fist, roll it up, roll out your fist. Okay, change our direction. So now that you all have an idea of what the push-up is, you can clear the blocks out of the way. And then your proper push-up is going to imagine that the block is over there. Cool? Cool. Now, we're going to continue the flow. Clear the blocks out of the way, everyone. We'll use it later on. Okay? Hands down onto the ground. Let's all go into one flow first, including a push-up later on at the end of the day, or at the end of the flow. Hands down below your shoulders, tuck your toes in. Getting ready. I'll see you in tabletop first. Waiting for everyone here. Good. In the next inhale, lift your kneecaps up 1 inch off the ground. Immediately go back into downward facing dog. Notice your heels are not going anywhere. Your feet are not going anywhere over here. Good. With your head hip width apart, in the next inhale, lift your heels high up. Exhale, roll for a high plank pose. Keep sending your shoulders over the wrist. Get used to it. Squeeze the bum. Option, lower knees down to your ground. Otherwise, try your first unassisted push-up. Just go all the way down as low as possible. Go into a push-up whenever you can. Nice. Downward facing dog to rest over here. Good job, everyone. Slowly walk your way forward to the top of the mat. Woo, coming into forward fold. Nice. Inhale, roll yourself up to standing, reaching the hands up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Good. As you hands to the center of the chest, I want you to interlace fingers so you wrap your hands towards each other. Very good. Now, face the screen so you know what is happening as you bring your feet close together to touch together. Okay, big toes touching, so again, your heels. First one, let's power your legs. In the next inhale, bend the knees, stick the bum back. Sit back, chair pose over here. Hug the elbows in close so you get yourself one in a nice one tight ball here. If you look down past your knees, you should be able to see your toes. Otherwise, shift your bum back a little bit more, holding for 5. For 4, suck the belly button in. For 3, I know, sit a bit lower. For 2, I know. And 1, stand straight up. Keep your feet close together to touch. Now start to bring your right leg all the way up, right knee all the way up towards your chest. Okay, testing your balance over here. Slowly open the right knee out to the side. Breathe. And you're going to start to point the right toes towards the back as you keep the right knee in the air. Okay, point the right knee towards the back of the room. You're drawing circles with your knee right now. And bring it down. That's one round. 2 more rounds to go, everyone. Hang in there. Try your best. Hug it everything in. Bring your right knee all the way up. Over to the side. Squeeze your bum. Good. Keep the knee up. Point your toes towards the back. Woo. Slowly all the way down. I told you it'll be a tough practice, so try your best, okay? If you need a wall, go find a wall. Okay? This is your cheat pose. Last one. Number 3. Okay? Open up to the side. Very good. Point your toes to the back. And all the way down. Okay, drop it down, shake it out. Getting ready for the left side now. Shift your weight over to the right foot. Bring the left knee up. So you know the wall is there for you to cheat, okay? But try your best not to. Breathe, and then sort of pull the knee out. Feel your backside squeeze, and then point the toes towards the back. I know. Stand straight. Good. Point the knee towards the back, and all the way down. 2 more times. Find balance. Fight for balance as well. To the side. Point the toes towards the back. Ooh. Good. Point your knees towards the back. And down. Last one. Point it up. Towards the back. Point the toes towards the back. Knee to the back. And drop it down. Your big toes are still touching side gap between your heels. And you're going to now bend your knees, sit back, chair pose. Hands reaching forward. Shoulder height over here for 5, 4, smile, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, back up, down, forward fold. Shake it out your knees. Separate your feet hip width apart. Good. In the next inhale, halfway up, please slide your hands up your shin bones if you want to take a deeper stretch for yourself. Exhale, soften knees forward, 4 hands down to the ground. From this position, just simply walk your way back into downward facing dog. So to bring your feet to a touch at the back of the mat. Okay? Good. If you're feeling a bit tough in this downward dog, you can always lift the chin up higher so you feel a little bit better, you can breathe better. Otherwise, option is to bring your head down to the ground. All right? In the next inhale, reach the right leg up. As you reach the right leg up, you want to straighten the right knee and point the right toes up. As you look at your left heel, just stay strong. Your right bum is squeezed. Good. Next inhale, I want you to start to pulse with your right toes, just kicking up to the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Squeeze harder, reach up, and step right foot forward between your hands. Very nice and power. Bring your left foot all the way back. And set the left knee down onto the ground. Try to see the right knee is above the right ankle. Okay, and slowly look forward. Got it? Hands, fingertips onto the ground. Look forward, roll the shoulders back. I want you to start to lift the chest up and let the hips sink down as you press harder into the left back toe. Good. Again, release. One more time. Roll the shoulders back. As you pull the chest forward, your hips will go down and you will feel that there's this big squeeze along the right side of your hips. That is absolutely normal. Right hand onto your right thigh. Keep your hips nice and low. Reach the left hand up. Push the body back with your right hand. Feel that you're keeping very nice and tall. From your hips up to your shoulders, up to your hand is one straight line over here. Very good. Now that you're very nice and steady, reach the other right hand up to the ceiling. Stay for a moment as you inhale. Suck the belly button in. Exhale, lean forward just 15 degrees, looking down towards the floor as you feel the weight onto your right big toe. 2 more times. Inhale, bring the body back up. Transferring the weight over to the back bum cheek. Exhale, lean forward, 25 degrees, stay. Last one. Inhale, rise back up. You want to feel more weight onto the left knee, left toe, left bum. Exhale, lean forward 45 degrees. Hold. 3. Imagine dragging your right heel back for 2. And 1. Fingertips down below the shoulders, framing your front foot. Good. Right hand grounds down to left hand grounds down to the floor. Take a big twist over here as you reach the right hand up. You want to focus on pushing down with your left hand to reach the right hand all the way up. Look up at the ceiling. Take 1 breath over here. Inhale. Stay to exhale. Now, you're going to look at your right toes. Turn the right toes out towards the same perpendicular towards the left hand. So you turn your right toes out to face where you're going. From here, wriggle the right toes over to where your hips are. Okay, now you're just going to do pulses, balancing onto the outer edge of your right toes. Just drop the knee out from side to side. Feel a stretch in the glute muscles for 3, for 2, and 1. Automatically try to push the knee down towards the floor, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down. Lift your right heel off so you're balancing onto your right toes, balancing onto your left hand. Step your right foot forward again to the front of the mat, bringing your right hand down to the ground. Okay, left knee stays. Slowly, I want you to, if you have blocks, you're going to find the blocks. Straighten the right knee, sitting back onto your left knee. Okay, the blocks are supporting your hands below the shoulders. Slide, point your right toes up to the ceiling, stay. Look forward, I want you to roll the shoulders back. Everyone stick the bum behind you as you fold the chest over the thighs. So you get a really deep stretch along the hamstring muscles. Stay for 3, for 2, breathe. And 1, slowly rebend the right knee. You're going to walk your hands forward and simply step back to plank. Plank pose over here, remember your push-up position, so stay, strong shoulders. Option to lower knees down to the ground. Otherwise, exhale, chaturanga push-up. Good. You're going to point the toes back, lower thighs down to the ground, lower belly down to the ground. Roll the shoulders back, glide up into a high cobra, looking forward, not looking up. When you go into high cobra, squeeze your bum a lot. Push your ears above your shoulders. So don't collapse into your shoulders like what I'm doing. Push your ears high above your shoulders and stay. Look forward, pull the shoulders back slightly so you're squeezing shoulder blades together. This is your high cobra, proper high cobra. Tuck your toes in, everyone. I want you to look down towards the ground. Suck your core in, push away from your shoulders into plank. Very strong. Exhale, downward facing dog, pushing into your thumbs and index fingers, finding strength in your legs and your hands again. Round 2 on the left, okay? Ready? Feet are joining together at the back of the mat. In the next inhale, left leg goes up. Point the left toes up, stay strong into your right leg. Press again into your head. Okay, now you're going to go 10 pulses. Let's go. Squeeze the bum and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift it up and 1 and step your left foot all the way forward as big as possible down to the ground. As you lower your right knee down, I want you to stay resting onto your thigh and try your best to shift the right knee back a little bit, staying onto your right toes. Do not point your right toes back. Okay, this is your best bet. If your fingertips cannot touch the ground, use blocks to help you. This is a way to get blocks to make the floor higher. Look forward, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest up, let your hips sink down here. Exhale, release slightly. Number 2, roll the shoulders back, look forward, pull your chest forward, let the hips sink. Hold it over here, deepening your stretch. Very nice, everyone. Remember, when the blocks are underneath your fingers, you can lift up higher, you can sink down lower. Back right toes are still pushing down into the ground, left hand onto your left thigh. Okay, use the left hand to push your body up as well as your right hand goes up and sit a little bit deeper into a low lunge. For most of you, I want you to squeeze and tighten the right bum cheek so you stabilize yourself onto the floor. It is a very strong resting pose even in this position. Left hand joins your right hand up to the ceiling. Now, you have a lot of strength coming into this thigh, right? Good. Use the back toe, stabilize yourself. Inhale, stomach draws in. Exhale, lean forward just 20 degrees or so. Hold. Now, inhale, body back up. Exhale, lean forward 20 degrees again, using the back bum cheek to stabilize all this while. Last one, inhale, bring back up. Exhale, lean forward, hold it over there, press into the left big toes a lot more. 3, 2, 1, gently hands down onto the floor. Okay, right hand below your right shoulder, ground it down. You're going to reach the left hand, go all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, stay over here. And as you stay over here, what you're finding is you're finding a lot of nice twists here. Then now very slowly look down at your left foot. You're going to point the left toes out towards the side. Walk your left foot back towards your hip level. And then start to balance onto the outer edge of the back foot. Now, just bounce your knees over here. Very nice. For 3, for 2. At 1, you're going to pull the left knee down towards the floor as best as possible and hold it over there for 5, 4, 3, 2, stay. Look down at your toes. Lift your back left heel off, balancing onto your left toes. Good. Now you're going to balance onto your right hand. Lift the entire left foot and step forward again and bring the left hand down. Yes, very nice, everyone. Stay over here. Now lift the right knee off the ground. Step back to plank. In plank pose over here, remember, chaturanga is very strong, so always bring your knees down to the ground if it's too hard for you. Breathe as you inhale. Exhale to chaturanga. Good. Now, point the toes back, squeeze the bum, keep the thighs off the ground. Lift up into your up dog. You want to look forward and push high from your shoulders to keep the thighs off, squeeze the bum. Breathe over here. Now, tuck your toes in, lift up the plank, and exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale. Open your mouth, side out. Ha! Lower knees down to the ground. Sit back, take a sip of water. Rest pose for now. Everyone's okay? Okay, I see someone shaking his head. I see people panting. Great. Okay, catch your breath. I will send you into a bit of a balancing pose. I gave you a teaser just now with your balancing. Everyone can balance from what I see. No excuses, okay? All right, very good. Last bit of flow, more of the legs, some of the core later on. Whenever you're ready, stand up onto the mat. Just keep your blood circulation going. You want to stand straight up onto the mat, having your strong standing position. So as you stand towards the front of the mat, what is happening is you find your feet hip width apart again. Toes are pointing travel club position. Belly button draws up towards your rib cage as you squeeze the bum to push the bum down. So if you look at yourself sideways, you should be able to know that there's no very little arch in the lower back. Your bum is pushed down and your belly is drawn in. Strong standing position. This is like wearing a corset, okay? Okay, guys, you don't know, but wearing a corset feels like this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, soften knees forward, fold. Feel the difference in your forward fold. You might feel that it's a lot more looser right now. So allow yourself to really go low. You can also hug opposite elbows and pull yourself a little bit lower so you'll feel the stretch in the back of the hamstrings and then release the fingertips down to your ground. Your forward fold gets a bit lower each time as you get more warmed up here. Good. Staying your fingertips onto the floor. Inhale, lift up, straighten elbows. Just focusing on straightening elbows and pulling the shoulders back. So even though you do not have a full forward fold, you are pretty much feeling it in the same areas. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Now from here, I want you to slide your toes back towards the center of the mat and bend your knees so much that your hands are grounding down to the floor a lot. You're going to push hard from your hands, so push yourself away from the ground. Lift your heels up, then balance onto your toes and your hands and hold for 5. Suck the belly button in for 4. Hang in there for 3. For 2. For those who can, I want you to hop back towards a plank. For those who cannot, just simply step back into a plank. Nice. Downward facing dog is where we're going to be. Okay, downward facing dog, join feet together, touch at the back of the mat. In the next inhale, send the right leg up to the ceiling. This time around, bend the right knee, scorpion tail. To open up your hips, I want you to point the knee up to the ceiling, look underneath the right armpit and point even higher. Then shift your gaze back down to the floor and press your right armpit down to the ground. Keeping the right knee high up. Squeeze the bum. Very nice. Take a breath as you inhale. Exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. All the way. Use your hand to guide yourself if you need to. Good. This time, keep the left knee straight and strong. Make sure that your left heel is set over the left ankle, not behind, not in front, over the left toe, sorry. Right hand onto the right thigh. You're going to push yourself up. First of all, find balance. Your feet are hip width apart over here. Second of all, you're using your hands to support, so there's no excuse of you finding or losing your balance. Good. Now, what you're going to do is to pull the belly button in, use your hands walking up your thighs and push the shoulders back. You will feel more weight onto the left bum cheek. Everyone, straighten the back knee a lot, as best as you can. Bend the right knee a little bit more. This is your high lunge pose. Hands are reaching up once you found the balance over here. Take a breath as you inhale. Exhale, softly tap right knee on the ground and immediately lift the right knee off. 2 more times. Softly tap left knee down to the ground. Immediately lift the left knee off. Last one. Tap left knee on the ground. Immediately lift the left knee off. Lean forward 45 degrees. Stay over here. Option 1, stay. Option 2, hands supporting your thighs. Okay, for 3, for 2, and 1, hands down onto the ground. Whoo. Left hand below the left shoulder. I'm going to go into a side plank. So this is your option. Spin down onto the pinky toe side of the back foot and walk your right foot over to the center where your hips are. Stay strong onto your left hand. Option 1, stay. Top hand goes up. Use your legs to power up your foot, your hips. Option 2, you're going to tiptoe and lift your right heel off. Option 3, straighten right foot in front of your left. Option 4, stack your right foot on top of your left. Option 5 for ISO, maybe lift the top leg up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everyone return to plank. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Push back, downward facing dog. Hold. 3, breathe. 2, 1. Knees down to the ground. Rest. Catch your breath. Very strong. We are utilizing both your shoulders, core, as well as your feet, your legs a lot more. So it's a combined practice of everything that we have accumulated over the last few weeks, months, I guess. So over time, you realize that your practice gets stronger and stronger. You kind of feel more stability in your hands, but I still challenge you. Okay, enough talk from me. Let's all stand up again and step to the top of the mat. Okay, so I always give you a bit of a break in between, just to catch your breath, slow down your exhalation. When you slow down your breathing out, you slow down your inhalation, okay? Root yourself down to the ground again. Always find grounding. So it happens to any aspects of our lives. Whenever you find yourself thrown off, just find grounding again. Basic matters. Feet down. Imagine all 3 corners of your feet down to the ground. Core draws in, bum squeeze, tuck your tailbone down. So you'll find a really nice standing posture as you relax the shoulders. Even if you don't remember anything out of any from past few weeks, this standing posture is something you want to adopt in every minute of your life if possible. Take a breath, inhale, arms up. Exhale, soft knees forward, fold down to the ground. Inhale, take a halfway up. You know what to exhale halfway up, just look slightly forward, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, soft knees forward, fold. Wriggle your toes about 2 inches back. Bend your knees, hands down to the ground. Power up your shoulders, so press into the ground. Really push your shoulders into the ground as you straighten your elbows. Tiptoe as you lift your heels up, holding for 3. For 2, for those who can, hop back. Otherwise, just step back to plank. Good, soften it with your elbows. Good. Take a breath and hold. Exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Join your feet together, touch at the back of the mat. Keep breathing over here in the next inhale. Send the left leg up to the ceiling. Bend the left knee into scorpion tail. Start to point the left knee up to the ceiling as you look underneath the left armpit. So your left knee is pulled all the way up to the ceiling. Then shift your gaze back down towards the floor as you push your left armpit down to the ground. Holding for 3, for 2, and 1. Step left foot forward between your hands. Nice. Slowly wriggle until you get a really, really nice, stable foot. Okay, from here, I want us to straighten our back knee. Okay, left hand onto your thigh, slowly push yourself up with the help of your hands, because this is so that you can get really good grounding with your legs. If you catch yourself in watching yourself over here, what you can do is you can find that you're actually squeezing the right bum cheek a little bit more. Okay, from here, slowly start to push the shoulders back as you walk your hands up your thighs, squeezing the right bum cheek a little bit more, then slowly reach both hands up. Okay, strong over here. Right knee is straight and strong. Exhale, lower right knee, tap the ground and immediately lift it off the ground. Lower right knee down, tap for number 2, lift it off the ground. Lower right knee down, tap for number 3, lift it off the ground. You notice your hips are really nice and low right now. Good. Lean forward 45 degrees. Stay over here for 3, for 2, and 1. Hands down to the ground. Very nice. Right hand below right shoulder. Inhale, twist, reach the left hand up. Good. Find good grounding onto your right hand. Make sure your right hand is below the right shoulder. Spin down onto the outer edge of the back foot, the pinky toe side. Slide the left foot over towards the center. My back is facing you, but it doesn't really matter. You can see. And start to lift your hips up to the ceiling, pressing away from your shoulder. Option 1, left heel goes off, staying onto your left toes. Option 2, straighten the left foot in front of the right. Option 3, stack. It gets harder. Option 4, lift, holding for 3, For 2, look down. 1, return to plank. Push away from your shoulders in plank. Hold for 3. For 2 and 1, downward facing dog. Hold. 3, breathe. For 2 and 1, soften your knees. Walk your way forward to the top of the mat. Walk, 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 walk. Keep walking. And inhale, rise up to stand. Take a good breath as you reach your hands up. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Catch your breath over here. Interlace your fingers, okay? Very good. Now we're going to go down to the floor in the hardest manner possible. So separate your feet about mat width apart, okay? Now you're going to bend your knees and sit the bum back and reach your hands forward into a wide-legged squat here. Good. Now as you go into a wide-legged squat, I'm going to go down to the floor in 8 counts. So don't go faster than me. Slowly lower bum in 7. And 6, lower hands down 15 degree. And 5, lower bum down 1 inch. And 4, lower hands down 1 inch. And 3, lower bum down 1 inch. And 2, lower hands down 1 inch. Don't go down yet. 1, lower bum down half an inch. And gently touch down to the ground. Good. Great. Don't cross your legs just yet. Hands are below your thighs, keeping your knees still bent. You're going to walk your knees in and close them in together. Okay, good. I'm giving an extra challenge for those with blocks. For those with blocks, you're going to squeeze the block between your knees, the edge of the block at the edge of your knees. Okay, very good. For those without blocks, lucky you. Okay, hands below your thighs. Everyone, roll the shoulders back and puff your chest up so that your chest touches the other end of the block. Go from here, come out onto your toes. You're going to lean back and find yourself catching into this boat pose as you bring your toes to the same height as your knees. Your hands are helping you pull the chest forward. Do not let your chest leave the block for 10. And 9, option to reach 1 hand forward. And 8, option to reach 2 hands forward. And 7, option to change hand if you want to for 6. Option to reach hands up if you want to, but I'm not doing that for 4. For 3, hanging there for 2. And 1, hands back along the thighs again, toes down towards the ground. Now, remove the block for those who are using a block. Squeeze the knees together. Everyone, chin in. You're going to slowly roll your way down towards the ground without toppling back, okay, until your lower back is on the ground, but your shoulders are off the ground. Stay. With your shoulders off the ground, everyone, bring your toes up towards the same level as your knees. Still holding onto your thighs. Hold on over there. Chin is tucked in, hands reaching forward, palms facing up the ceiling. Pull the shoulders down towards your hips as you keep staying over here. Good. And then now in this portion, you realize that your lower back is down to your ground. Okay, and you're probably wondering, when is Vivian going to stop talking? No, I'm not going to ever stop talking. Stay over here. Now, you're going to slowly reach the right leg forward, straighten it, but keep the lower back down to your ground. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring the knee back in. Reach the left foot forward. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Slowly bring it back in. Reach the right leg forward again for second round for 3. Only 2 rounds, don't worry, for 2. And 1, bring the right knee in and reach the left knee forward. Hold for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring the back knee in and slowly lower feet down to your ground, lower head down to your ground. Rest in this position and breathe. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Enjoy the rest over here. Inhale. Exhale. Very slowly, you're going to rock and roll your way up into a sitting position. Eventually, if you can rock and roll your way up towards a squat position, that is the ideal. So from here, these are your options. Hug your knees in towards the chest. Option 1, rock up to sitting position, hands down onto your ground, stand up to chair. Or option 2, rock and roll up immediately to chair. I'll see you in chair here. Ready? Let's go. Hang in there. Come on, rock, rock, rock. Go for it. Yeah, nice. Stay in chair. Make it a chair. Go for it. Come on. 5. Use your hands. 4, 3. Hang in there. Waiting for someone. Come on. 2. We are still waiting. Go for it. And 1. Everyone straighten knees, stand all the way up. For those who faked it and didn't make it, you will also stand up all the way up. Very nice. Exhale, hands just drop down. Swing it all the way up. Good. From here, you're going to go into one last flow, everyone. Catch your breath over here, hang in there. Breathe over here. And side out. Okay. For those who need props, your blocks are going to be, your props or your wall or your chair is going to be somewhere here. I will show you a preview of what's going to happen. Okay, we're going to move somewhere down the line. We will end up in this position, right? Okay, testing your balance, you're going to reach forward. Balancing onto your leg, you're going to look at my back toe. I'm going to tiptoe, sending my weight forward, and I'm going to walk my feet until I have no weight and I can lift it up. When you lose your balance, find blocks, find wall, find anything to help you. Then you're going to straighten this bottom knee as best as possible and stay. Hands can be here. Hands can be here, anywhere. Find balance. You got 6 counts to stay over here. And then from here, we're going to bend our knee, find our way back into a lunge and stand back up. And step forward to complete the flow. Okay? So, find your position. Ready? Start at the top of the mat. One last one for everyone. Okay, have your feet hip width apart. Okay, imagine that you're going to tear the floor apart with your feet later on. Next, inhale, bend the knees, sit back, chair pose. Exhale, straighten knees, forward fold. Ground the hands down, walk your way back straight into downward facing dog. Good. Downward facing dog over here, stay as you start to breathe and bring your feet together, touch. Next, inhale, kick the right leg up. Exhale, step forward your right foot, all the way forward. Good. You can rise up now in the high lunge pose. Use hands or no hands, your choice. Okay, very good. Stabilize yourself. Now you're going to lean forward 45 degrees, transferring all the way into the front toes. Back toes are going to lift off and wriggle. Walk it forward until you feel that, oh, I can lift my back leg off and find balance over here. Suck the core in. Find balance. Holding for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Soften the right knee, reach the left foot back and drop it down. Come up into your high lunge pose and step your weight forward. Shake it out to the top of the mat. Good job, everyone. Good. Find your grounding at the top of the mat. One more time for the last floor. I promise I will stretch you out later on. Feet are hip width apart. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, sit back, chair pose. Tear the floor apart with your feet, okay? Get really good grounding. Exhale, straighten knees, forward fold. Take a quick break over here. Inhale, halfway up. Bring your hands onto your shin bones, straighten elbows. Feel the stretch at the back of the hamstrings. Exhale, soften knees, forward fold. Ground the hands down. Walk your way back into downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Ground down hard into your hands. Join your feet together at the back of the mat. Next, inhale, send the left leg up to the ceiling, straight and strong. Exhale, step a left foot forward between your hands. Go ahead, use your hands or no hands, rise up into your high lunge pose. Whoa, okay. And then start to lean forward 45 degrees, good. Power out your back foot. The back toes are going to come up and send yourself forward. Tiptoe, walk your way forward until you can lift the back leg off. Find your own balance. Don't worry about the counting, just find it over there. Breathe. Look slightly forward. Stay for 6 and 5. Fight it with your muscles. Fight it for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Soften your left knee. Reach your right toes all the way back and drop back into your lunge pose. Good. Everyone step forward to the top of the mat and shake it out over here. Very good. And then now everyone, I want you to come down towards the ground. No fancy-wancy anymore. Come down to the ground. Okay, we're going to start off with our right leg first. I want all of us to place our right shin bones 90 degrees. So basically your right shin bones is horizontal towards the mat, and you're going to bring the left knee back in 90 degrees as well. Okay, so at the front view, this is what it looks like. My legs are down onto the floor like this. Got it? So it eliminates the back knee out of the equation. What I'm focusing on is the front thigh, your front shin bones horizontal, your front knee 90 degree. Okay, now in this position, you're going to flatten and push your entire right leg into the ground. Good. So from this, your hands are down below the shoulders, squaring your chest to face your front knee. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, lean forward and send the shoulders over, using your hands to push you forward. You can use your left hand to grab on towards your right foot. and your right hand to grab onto your right knee and pull yourself forward or support yourself and hold it over here, feeling a stretch in the glute muscles. Hold. 8, 7, nice. 6, 5. For those who are more flexible, feel free to walk down towards your elbows, pushing your right elbow into your right knee and your left elbow into your right foot. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly push yourself up. Now, from here, you're going to start to just swivel towards the back. Ta-da! Okay, maybe for those who have a screen facing you, you might want to just change leg, okay? Or bring the screen along with you. Okay, left foot forward, your right knee is bent at the back. Okay, good. Make sure your left shin bone is horizontal and the thigh bone is about 90 degrees, okay? Hands below your shoulders first. Inhale, chest up. Square your chest forward towards the front of the mat first. Very good. And then just propel yourself forward. Send the chest forward, look forward, don't look down. Feel the deep stretch along the glute muscles and hold. Use your right hand to hold your left foot. Maybe left hand holds your left knee, push it down and reach forward a little bit more. Feel free to take a stretch in whatever manner you want to in 8. For those who use the elbow earlier on, left elbow in front of left knee, right elbow in front of your left foot, hugging it in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of it. Very good. Okay, very slowly, we're going to make our way down to the ground, to the floor, but you're going to make your way down like this. Hands hugging onto your thighs underneath again. Okay, start to slowly come out onto your toes only. Tuck your chin in. Making it down towards the ground in the low boat in 8 counts. So very slowly in 8, tuck your chin in. 7, start to come down onto your, just below your waistband. 6, waistband touches the ground. 5, just above your waistband down to the ground. Everything else is off the ground, right? 4, lift your toes up. 3, lower your, just below the mid back down to the ground. 2, straighten your knees as best as possible. Squeeze your bum. 1, option to reach the hands forward without help with your hands. Just straighten and hold for 3, 2, 1, down to the ground. Okay, well done everyone. Now start to bend your knees and place your feet down onto the mat. Okay, we're going to go into happy baby. So start to hug both knees to the outside of your chest. It's like opening up your knees out to the side and then just rock from side to side as you hold your hands in individual knees. All right, just enjoying over here. Good. Enjoy the massage that you're giving yourself. Come to the stillness. Now you're going to release your hands inside your knees, elbows inside your knees, and grab the outer edge of the foot. Kick both feet up to the ceiling. So you look up at the ceiling and you flatten your bum down to the ground. As you kick your feet into your hands, you're opening up your knees even wider. So you send your lower back down to the ground and just giving a very firm massage down to the ground. It's as if someone is pressing hard into your lower back and pushing it into the ground. Good. Stay over here. Now, just breathe in deep as you inhale. Stay to exhale. Very slowly, you're going to release your hands and join your feet together, join your legs together, reaching your feet up to the ceiling. From here, you can grab any part of your foot, pushing your lower back down into the ground, push your thighs into your hands, back of the thighs into your hands, okay? As you push the back of the thighs into your hands, I want you to slowly start to bend your elbows to draw your feet in towards your face. But at the same time, adjust in a way that your lower back still touches the ground. So you notice that you cannot really go that far deep. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even if your foot is in front, even if your legs are in front of the hips, it also doesn't really matter. As long as you feel the stretch on your own. You don't even have to go that deep as well. Maybe your toes can point out to the ceiling only. Over here for 3, for 2. Now, bend your knees, hug your knees into the center of your chest. Curl yourself up, so tuck your chin in, bring your forehead towards your knees, curling yourself in the one pipe ball here. Hold, breathe in deep. And as you exhale, close your eyes. Let your feet slide forward to the front edges of the mat. Let your feet dangle off to let your toes dangle off to the side. Let your hands just rest along your hips. Palms facing the ceiling, relax. So you stay over here, just listen to my voice as it guides you through an active meditation here. Okay, nothing that you do is correct or wrong. I just want you to feel the sensation as you just tune in towards my voice. Okay, don't have to look at the screen, just close your eyes. Allow yourself to feel the weight of your heels, your calves down to the floor. Your bum is heavy, the back of your thighs are heavy onto your ground. The back of your hands are heavy, your elbows and the back of your triceps are resting onto your ground. Back of your shoulders are resting onto your ground. Back of your head is heavy onto your ground. Okay, these are the points where your rest points are. Just breathe. And as you exhale, feel the weight all onto these points here. Good. Very slowly, I'm going to invite you to create tension. So don't worry about what is supposed to be done. Just feel and do what you think should be done. Okay? Now, just allow yourself to press your heels down into the mat and squeeze the bum to lift your bum 1 inch off the ground and lift. Hold it over there. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Relax your bum cheeks down to the ground. Very good. Complete relaxation. Now, start to allow your upper back to arch as if someone is pulling your chest up towards the ceiling. So arch the back, lift the chest up all the way, squeeze the back with shoulders, hold. 3, 2, 1. Relax everything down to the ground. Very nice. Good. Now, as you relax, you're going to clench your fist really hard and curl your toes as hard as possible. Curl it, hold it. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Very nice. Last bit over here. Imagine that your nose is the center of your entire face, and you're trying to wrinkle your face so that everything squashes into your nose. So wrinkle all the way. Squeeze everything into the center of your face. Hold for 3, 2. Now open your mouth, stick out your tongue, sigh it out, sigh out. Ha, very good. Closing your lips back in again. Start to reach your hands above your head, drawing your toes together to touch. Take a big stretch over here as you inhale. And allow yourself to exhale, relax. Whenever you're ready, blink open your eyes, roll to one side, push yourself up to sitting position, or just rock yourself up to sitting position. And you are done to end the rest of to start the, or end the rest of your day. Good job, everyone. Really, really strong practice. Love it. Hope you're feeling good. Thank you.